forward. Is anybody else using their peppermint? Anybody else a little bit tired already today? I know. Can be a little bit rough. So anyway, my wheel today, in case you guys have missed it, we're doing what we call March Madness. So it's 16 days of 16 oils that are $16 or less. So that's a mouthful. But they're amazing oils, and I know from looking at some of the previous stuff that people are really learning some new ways to use some oils. So if you haven't went back and looked at the other couple posts, Melissa posted Friday, and then Susan posted yesterday. So, and they were talking about cypress and clove. So today we're going to talk about lemongrass. So just to be honest, if my house was on fire and I could only grab a couple of oils, lemongrass would absolutely be up there. So I'm going to tell you a little bit why. I'm going to give you 5 uses, okay? 5 ways that you can use lemongrass starting today, okay? So number 1, you can just diffuse it. It's great to cleanse negative energy. So maybe you have a lot of negativity around you, diffuse some lemongrass. You can add Purify to that. You can add lavender to that. Also great for mental fatigue. So if you're going to school or you got a lot going on, just throw a couple drops in your diffuser and diffuse that for some help, okay? And so number 2, lemongrass is awesome for thyroid support. So if you guys have any sort of need for that, you just want to take a roller bottle, put 4 drops of lemongrass, frankincense, clove, myrrh. I saw somebody else add basil and marjoram. So if you need thyroid support, I would highly recommend Carrie Vitt teaches the most amazing class on thyroid support. So you just put those in a roller bottle and then you fill it up the rest with fractionated coconut oil. You can apply it like right there across your neck a couple times a day, or you can just put it on the bottom of your feet, okay? So number 2 is just for thyroid support. Number 3, which is why I use lemongrass all the time, is just for achy joints, okay? So if you have joints that, like lower back, knees, ankles, hips, you're going to want to use lemongrass, okay? And so I typically take lemongrass and deep blue. I put them together. I put them in whatever area is aching that day. And then I'll either take deep blue rub or take some peppermint and add to that, okay? So great way to use lemongrass. So if you know anybody that has achy joints, like that really, that would be one reason I would grab it before I ran out of the house that was burning. So amazing oil. So number 4, the way you're going to use it is I use lemongrass to cook. So any Asian recipe that calls for lemongrass, I just substitute a couple of drops of the lemongrass oil. It's amazing. So, and you guys may be wondering, like, how do I know if I can cook with my oils? On the back of your bottle, it's going to have supplemental facts. So that means you can take it internally, okay? So you can totally use that with cooking. And then number 5, so a lot of people deal with aches and pains like in their wrist. And some of that's just our culture. We're on the computer a lot. We're on our phones a lot. And so a lot of times we get that pain in our wrist areas. And so you just want to take a drop of the lemongrass, again, a drop of the deep blue. I like to add basil for inflammation. And then if it's the tendons and ligaments that are really tight, I'll use marjoram. So a couple of great ways. Mix that together. You can do it in a roller bottle. You can just put it on straight. Just put it in the direction that is going. So from the middle of your hand up to like your elbow, because there's some nerves and stuff that run that way. So you can do that. You can add the deep blue rub after that if you want. Another great way to do that is to make sure your arm's a little bit warm. So like after you get out of the bath or take a heating pad and just warm that up a little bit. Okay, so those are great ways to just kind of help with some of those aches and pains, some of those everyday things that we deal with on a lot. So those are 5 ways. I know you guys probably have tons of other ways. So we're going to ask you to post below. Okay, I'm actually giving away a bottle of lemongrass. So the cost for lemongrass is only $10 for 250 drops. You guys, that's super cheap. And so if you haven't put that on your LRP, you need to head on over right now before you forget and just add that to your LRP and save that for your next order, okay? But I'm going to give one away. And here's how you're going to do that. I want you to put one way, either you're going to use it, and I'm going to put a graphic up underneath my video, but one way you'll use it, or one way you're currently using it if it's a different way. And then I've been thinking about this a little bit. So we were all introduced to oils by someone. Whether that, for me, it was my 15-year-old nephew. And so I want for you guys to really look through your phones, look through your Facebook pages. I want you to think about a couple of people who honestly could use lemongrass. Okay, and then I want you to just invite them to sit and chat with you. Okay, if you're not comfortable doing that, then grab the person who enrolled you, okay? Or grab one of us, Susan or Melissa or Angela, and anybody can help you do that. But you guys, let's honestly find 2 people, and I want you to type their names. So that's how you're going to be entered. You're going to type the names of the 2 people that you're going to contact and just ask them if they're interested in learning about oils, you know, for their specific health needs, okay? So, because somebody shared with you, and we have such a great gift. I mean,